Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester, and I'm glad you're with us on this Monday morning, starting off a good week on America's only daily outdoor TV show. Got some guests coming in, some cool stuff to talk about, give some giveaways, and just a little bit of everything coming up this week. So we appreciate your viewership, appreciate our sponsors like Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and hardworking crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. It's going to be comfortable today. High of 76, low of 58. That's really nice. Water temperature into the pier, 73 degrees. Look at the on Monday. Every Monday I do the moon phases because it has a lot to do with the outdoor activities. Our Monday moon phase right now, well, let's say it's waning down. There's going to be a new moon coming up this Saturday, and then the full moon is going to be at the end of the month, like the 26th or something. It'll be the full moon, so it's going to be waning and then waxing back up. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Looking at days, November the 6th, decent tides is okay today. High tide at 2:07 this morning and low at 1:22 this afternoon. But the rest of this week, not very good tides. But man, if you're looking at next week, knocking out of the park. I mean, some strong tides all week long. So go ahead and start planning for next week if you try to fish according to the tides, because it's going to be some really strong ones. Take a look at our wind direction. Be coming out of southeast at about 5 to 6. Okay, let's take our break and we'll be right back. Okay, well, welcome back. I always try to keep up with all the outdoor activities here in the Panhandle, and especially when they're doing things to improve the conditions for the outdoorsmen, the fishermen, the hunter, the hiker, the photographer, just anything to help out. And sometimes we're sort of at the bottom of the priority list, and here's the case of it. But with all that being said, it's getting done. Down here in Port St. Joe, right behind Blue Water Outriggers at Port St. Joe Marina, that little fishing dock there tore up during the storm. Well, look at here, folks. Check this out. They're rebuilding it. Is that not cool? Thank you, Scoop Jackson, for getting these pictures to us. Oh, nice metal. It's coming out. See those rocks there? A lot of people have walk over those rocks and fish, and it's just not a safe situation. But this is going to be, look at that. He's looking out toward St. Joe Bay. Got plenty of room on each end. I can promise you, we'll be showing pictures of fish being caught off this. It's not quite ready yet. It's almost ready. You can see the main section is done. And here it is looking toward, we're actually looking east right here, southeast. So that's, thank you. I guess it's a combination of some FEMA money from the hurricane or city money. But anyway, we're glad about it. Found an old picture. This is cool because we're talking about winter coming on. Well, I was talking about the big snowstorm in 1958. This is up at Mowat property, Mowat Dairy, had all that property up there. Mowat Highlands up there now, but look at the snow all over the ground and old Mowat family kids out there playing. So I don't know if we're going to have that much snow anytime soon, but it did happen here. And I know the family had all that property up there, sold off most of it now. Coming up, listen, Mark Rick, former Georgia coach, is going to be here November 14th down at First Baptist Men's Ministry. They're doing a different, instead of having a big old cookout for 1,500 people, men, they're going to sort of have food trucks and contests, RVs and boats and giveaways. I'm going to have these guys come on and talk about it. I'm going to be there. I didn't get to see, Mark Rick was in town a month or two ago, a little bit longer. I didn't get to talk to him, but I've met him before. He is a class act, and I can't wait to hear him speak. Mike Bush, Mike and Laura live down in Weewalk off Chipola. He's talking about, he's sending pictures how low it is at his property. They live there, a beautiful area. And you can see, we've been talking about the last couple of weeks about how low the river system is. And these pictures here justify what we're talking about, especially this one right here. See, the water level is usually up there around that green stuff. Look how low it has gotten. It's all over the river system here and the Choctawhatchee River system. And this is how it looks. And thank you, Mike, for getting those pictures. This is just a redfish being caught, but what they're talking about and we don't talk about a lot, how blue the tail is. And see, that's part of the, you have that spot, we're always looking at a spot, but the blue tail on a redfish is really, you get caught in the sunlight and all, it's really pretty right there. And, okay, you don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my dog. We love our dogs. Don't forget, talked about this plenty, this coming Saturday, the squirrel tournament, let me know that it's going to be $15 every, let's see, $20 per child. So there it is. I mentioned this last week. I want to mention it again. I want to put a phone number up here again if you're interested in putting together a quality quail hunt. You and some buddies and ladies and all want to do it. They'll have everything. You just take your gun and they have a dog and a quail, and that is a beautiful place right there north of Bluntstown. Longleaf Place. Let's see, one or two more. When you let your wife put out the deer corn, I posted this about 2 years ago, but I wanted to redo it. When your wife puts out the corn, it's a trout. Okay. All right, so we're going to talk, okay, we got all that stuff in. One of the things this time of year, actually we're approaching Thanksgiving right around the corner, so and that's always traditional hunting, but squirrel season is opening up. A lot of folks are going squirrel hunting, so be careful. I know the river system is going to be full of campers and all, and it's going to be a great time to get out in the woods. The rivers are low, and when the river's low, the creeks are low, of course, those feeder creeks. So the game and the fish are concentrated. You're going to see a lot more because it's so dry. So the deer are going down toward the sloughs, the squirrel, the raccoons, and everything sort of concentrating around the water sometime during the day. So if you really want to see some great wildlife, you can just go set up a blind or something and out there close to some water source and have a ball just taking pictures and all, even before it's hunting season. It's really interesting thing to do because it's nature at its finest when they're coming in to get some of that water. So they got to have it to survive. And also the acorn crop, I can always tell by the trees in my yard, it's been good. It's been real good. Last year it was a little bit slack. I don't know about different parts of the Panhandle. I haven't gotten a lot of reports, but there's a lot of acorns on the ground now, and it just feeds so many animals. The other things about nature, our hummingbirds are slowed down. We haven't seen many of those. They're moving on ahead of this cold weather. The other birds are just prolific as far as the feeder, and it seems like we get more birds in fall and winter than we do in the summertime because there's so much natural food out there. So it's just interesting watching nature as we're getting into fall has started and we're really getting into the fall weather. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I've been setting up some video here. We're talking about the bears and everything, and I have some funny video. This is, I'm just going to show this whole one. Okay, here it is right here. The guy's walking down the steps, and check it out. This bear, for some reason, we've never seen this, starts sliding down the hill. I guess he's itching, his stomach's itching and everything. or he's just real tired, he can't keep going. Okay, so that goes on, but it gets in there. So anyway, the next one I want to show you, this is really one I want to show you. I ran across this one also. Let me see. This guy, this is over here in the bar, okay? This is Halloween. This is Halloween over in the bar. So these bears come up. There's a candy out on the table. See the bowl of candy? This is that ring doorbell. The bear looks around, and well, let's see. Well, what do you think if I just get one little piece out of here? Look at him, folks. He smells it. All right, he got him a piece right there, and he runs. He got one piece of candy. That's all he got. Here comes the rest of the family. Look at him. This is over in the bar. And then the other started looking. You would think they'd take the whole bowl. So he looks around. I don't know about that. Is anybody looking? And then he gets, okay, so anyway, so the bears are more and more of them, and I get a kick out of seeing them doing things like that. I have a couple more pictures too, right here. These are all local pictures. This is coming out of Calhoun County. And I don't know what the situation, I think he double-stepped right there, but a guy put his hand up and showed how big that print is. That's a huge bear right there, same picture. Now this is one licking the bird feeder. So that's the nose, the nostril at top, and he's licking the bird, getting this all local here in the Panhandle, licking the bird feeder. Okay, and this is growing up. I've never seen a bear in this state. My first one was about 15 years ago. That's about true. And now we can't leave out trash cans because they'll be on the porch. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's another group of them there. They're all over St. Joe. Now this is up in Liberty County. There's a bunch of them in Liberty County. This is some game cameras, just a collection of them from up that way. Okay, you can see these are all different pictures of different bears. And this is another. This is Dakota Boone. This is Colton Blake at another location on his game camera. But look at this on the bottom left hand. Look at there. You think they don't figure out these feeders and say where's that corn coming from? And like most of us, we've just about had to quit putting out feeders. And let's see. I think okay. That's all the bear pictures. We want to just sort of again. I'm going to start doing it more on a regular basis because we're getting more and more pictures of them, and hopefully we hope and pray no one ever gets hurt with our bear population because it has exploded. Okay, now I want to talk about, let's go from bears to another Florida staple in outdoors, the alligators. And I got tickled. I was looking up, started thinking about the gators and all. We have gator hunts here throughout the state, and I showed you the pictures. Some nice gators are being taken at different times. And we just have this rule in our family that's been passed down. I think a lot of y'all do also. If you shoot something, you got to eat it. You just can't go shoot something just for the sake of shooting something. So that's how a lot of gators are being taken. Folks are eating it also. But I looked up the nutritional value. I found this, no kidding. The nutritional value of gator meat, okay? Not much fat, just 9%. Now, it got a little bit of cholesterol in it, but look at that vitamin D, folks. 41% of your vitamin D if you get, what's the serving size on this? The serving size is 5 ounces, a little 5-ounce piece right there. So you get all your vitamin D, which is very important. Vitamin D for bone density. Okay, so anyway, I've got that one right there, and different ways to cook it. Here's different ways to cook right here. Just some nutritional facts. That's a good way to see that right there in a stew with pepper and potatoes and tomatoes. That's a good way to do it there. And then also like wings. There's like a wing right there. Okay, so different ways to cook the gator meat. I got to thinking, let's see, one more thing too. Here are benefits of gator meat. I'm just going to scroll through it. High quality protein. It's free from, almost free from cholesterol, low fat, and rich in vitamins. We just talked about that. It had a lot of potassium in it, iron, B12. So there are a lot of benefits in it. Now, with that being said, I went through, looked, trying to find. I knew Walter, gator hunter. I found a little 3-minute video from way back when he got his first gator. And the other way to eat it is just fry it. So he got in the kitchen and Wendy, and they fried up some of the meat, and it's going to be really. I've got this little video to show you. A little while back, you can see the grandkids are small, but anything you take outdoors, there should be a way to cook it. That's why I showed you different pictures on it. Barbecue, cooking on a grill, fried up. It's going to be like this weekend with the squirrels, with squirrel and rice, squirrel and dumplings, fried squirrel, white gravy, and all kind of ways to do it. So be creative. So anyway, we're going to watch this little video and then be right back. So Jeff, let's roll this.
All right, today we're going to try and cook southern fried gator. A friend of mine, John Meyer, shared the recipe with me. So first thing we're going to do is put 2 eggs into a bowl. They have to be farm eggs. No, they really don't, but we happen to have those here. So 2 eggs, and then we're going to have 4 heaping tablespoons of yellow mustard. This is the first time I've ever made anything in the kitchen, so this will be interesting to see how it all comes out. And you got to take the thing out. All right, so 4 heaping tablespoons of mustard. One thing I found out is that it's hard to get mustard out of the container when the plastic stopper is still in it. How many is that? 8? 4 heaping tablespoons. Then we put in Tabasco sauce. I usually don't like Tabasco sauce, so I don't know what it means to taste. So we're gonna mix this real quick. Along with Tony Chacheri's special seasoning. Tony's a friend of mine back from Mississippi. Not really. I don't know how much to put into this. Yeah, that's enough.
It says on the. Okay, y'all need to do what I said.
Okay, that's good. That. So I'm stirring up the eggs, the yellow mustard, the Tabasco, and the Tony's. And then I will take the gator that we've had soaking in milk, take those individual pieces. We've got them cut in 1-inch pieces. And soak those in the sauce. So we'll have that there. And then we'll combine it with our flour and then put it into our oil at 375 degrees. And we cook these until they are golden brown after we dip them in the flour. All right, so now that we have our mix ready, we're gonna dip it in the flour, roll it in there to give it a good, something to adhere to in the fryer. So these are 1-inch gator pieces, and this gator is out of Deer Point Lake. This is the first year I ever went gator hunting. All right, now that we got our grease at the proper temperature, which again is 375, we're just putting them in the grease until they're golden brown. And I want to thank John Meyer for taking me on my first gator hunt. I hope I get to do it in the future. Come join us.
How was the gator trail, Matthew?
Good.
Good. Where you going? Walter, how'd you like to go?
The cook has a lot of work to do.
The cook? He does? Lynette?
I enjoyed it, thank you.
Mama, how'd you like the gator tail?
I couldn't eat it.
You couldn't eat it? Okay. Sue?
That's what's...
It was tough.
Greg Jordan.
Yeah.
Greg Jordan, how'd I like that gator?
Gator connoisseur is good. Well seasoned.
Well, Susan?
Yeah, tastes like an 8-footer.
Tastes like an 8-footer?
Yeah, 8-footer.
Jill, did you eat any?
I did. It's actually the first time I tried to eat gator. I never have, all my life, probably had opportunities, never ate it. I had this fear, so I actually overcame the fear and tried the gator, and it was actually pretty good.
All right, you heard it. Girls, how'd y'all like the gator?
I tried a little bit, I know, and I tried it. It tastes kind of chewy.
Chewy? Kind of chewy?
No, it was tough to me. It was
Okay.
chewy.
Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. Like I said a little while back, but all kind of ways to cook that gator meat. So as you get ready to do outdoor activities, anything you catch, of course, some of the fish you catch is not going to be good to eat. You don't want to eat a choke and stuff like that. We understand that, but if you shoot something, you got to eat it. Okay, let's take a look at our fishing game time today, brought to us by our good folks down at Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. Our time is 5:43 till 7:43 this morning, and tonight 6:04 to 8:04. Now, this week also I'm going to have Travis coming on with FWC. He's been on he's been sort of deployed and had a chance to come on last month, so we'll get on a little bit early. He got home last week. We talked. He's coming in, but I do have this one case I want to talk about. Because he has a case of the month and all, we don't have time to cover all of them. In Woods and Water, they cover the different cases in different parts of the state. It's not, they do one little page on it. So I sort of scanned through it and find the local ones. And I found this one up in Gulf County recently, back during the beginning of duck season. So here it is right here. Officer Hartzog was he was patrolling, let me sort of blow this up. He was patrolling Lake Wimico and observed a large blind containing multiple duck hunters. I know right where that blind is. Officer Hartzog parked his patrol vessel and conducted a surveillance. Short time later, he observed a vessel traveling across the lake in the direction of the blind, while flushing or herding waterfowl in the direction of the blind. That's a no-no. Officer Hartzog identified one of the hunters inside the blind as a hunting guide and observed him conduct a conversation with the hunter operating the vessel. Ooh. stating there were more waterfowl on the south side of their blind. Officer Hartzog then observed the vessel drive over there and flush them. Hunters shot and harvested multiple waterfowl. Officer Hartzog conducted a stop on the hunter driving the vessel, and he was cited accordingly along with the hunting guide. So what that is called, that's called rallying, and you know, you can't do that. And what it is, you have a duck blind set up, and then the boat goes out and gets the ducks flying, and they're going to circle around and fly in on your decoys. You can't do that. I can't say it hasn't happened a lot before. Sometimes accidentally, and we used to hunt a lot out in West Bay, and we'd always be hoping an oysterman or somebody would come by in their boat. But you can't do that. That's called rallying. So keep that in mind. And thank you, Officer Hartzog. That's the situation there, where you observe it going on. So you don't see a lot of it much anymore. It used to be at times pretty prevalent in an open bay situation. But if a boat comes by just naturally and stirs up the ducks, it's not a problem. But always have your decoys out. Moving on, we got one thing I want to talk about. We're going to talk about FWC doing some stuff, recruiting. We'll talk about that with Travis. But also, we're going to do, Thanksgiving is coming up, believe it or not. Well, today's the 6th, so we're talking about 18 days away maybe. We're looking at a situation where it's getting here before I know it. I'm going to go, I want you as a viewer, we've done this before, go ahead and send me some pictures or email of things you're thankful for. Go and start sending them in. I'm not going to do it just on one day. During Thanksgiving week, those 3 days before Thanksgiving, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I would love to read some emails from y'all, some texts, some pictures of what you're thankful for, and share them with each other, and we'll have so much to be thankful for. So go ahead and start sending them, and I may even start doing some early, because really the whole month of November, it's Thanksgiving month. It's like your birthday now. You just enjoy the whole month. So I know we're already getting ready to planning our cooking and all that kind of stuff, and it's a joyous occasion. So we have a lot to be thankful for. So if you would, go ahead and be thinking about some things and get some pictures. If you can't email or text or get your grandkids to do it for you, and send me some stuff, and we'll share it on Panhandle Outdoors. Okay? I'll start wrapping up. Like I say, we have some guests coming in this week. We're going to Travis will be here. You guys from First Baptist will be here. Got some 2 or 3 important announcements to make. So all kinds of good things going on. As always, we appreciate your viewership, and we're blessed to be able to do a show like this. So we're thankful for it, and I want to ask for your continued support of our sponsors. That's important to us to stay on the air. We'll wrap it up for today. You have a great day today. Enjoy the outdoors, and always look around and do something good for someone else. Enjoy the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.